We got the original Golden Girls. We got the original Golden Girls up in the house. Check it out.
Yeah. If you're over 50, you're golden.
Over 50 of golden. Well, I'm almost on I'm on the cusp of golden.
Oh, you're youngsters.
Wait, I'm ginger yellow now.
Yeah, we used to go and look at the TV at one or two of the neighbors. And my daddy got tired of that, so
We went over to Pete's.
we took Peace and Esther Lee's house too.
Oh, yeah, but that's when we didn't go to Pete's.
And Daddy said, let me get you all a TV so you can have it at home. I guess then the people start coming to our house, I guess.
Daddy was smart.
Oh, yes. Oh,
You gotta keep
he
it
tried
preaching.
to get us the things
We had a
that
Philco.
he tried to get us the things that other kids had and everything.
Right, on
Yeah,
TV.
he worked hard, TVs or whatever.
Okay.
And Mama would say, Addison, you know we can't afford this.
Oh, that was mother.
Yeah.
Okay, she's the sensible one. He's like, no, but I gotta get my princesses what they want. They want a television, so a television is what we're gonna have.
Yeah.
And it
Was it
did.
expensive, really?
Well, back then it was, it was a different price. Remember, that's been 100 years ago.
Okay.
It was in the 40s and 50s.
Not it was in the 50s.
Okay.
In the 50s.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
because we were teenagers, like more or
Okay.
less.
Oh, y'all were
Yeah.
teenagers, that's right. When were you born, mother?
1934,
1934.
January the 6th.
We were all 2 years apart. There were 4 of us started out. Let's see. Booby, as we called him, his name was Grigsby. Grigsby. And he was the oldest one. And he was, let's see. Well, how old was he? Was he 14 when he died?
Mm-hmm.
He was 14.
He was born December the 14th,
Oh, we like.
and then he died February the 14th.
Oh, wow.
And he was 14 years old when he died.
That's a lot of 14s. What does that mean?
Who knows? No, I mean
I
nothing.
don't know.
It didn't mean anything good.
It wasn't good because it was too young, then Valentine's Day there. Oh, God, that's heartbreaking.
He was entrepreneur.
Oh, really?
Even in his young days, he would buy those Christmas, probably be an assorted boxes of cards, all occasion. And we would go out and sell it for him
Oh, you said-
because he was sick. And then he would order things from, I think the name of that company, some of the J.C. Smith or some kind of Smith company. And he would order different things and maybe like a little boat and had a motor to it and put it in the water.
Wow.
And then he had friends that come to visit. And then he had a science set. This was the type of person he was.
Right.
And so,
Oh, he's like a serial inventor and genius, like entrepreneur.
yeah.
There's multiple real talent. I love that.
Yeah, he was.
That's where Yana get it from, huh? That's where G get it from. I know.
And then he had some friends too. What they played with during that time with kites. Kites.
Kites.
K-I-T-E.
Love that.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, they had kites, and then he would send something from some old company named Johnson C. Smith,
Yeah, that's what was Johnson C. Smith.
and had those little boats, and that you put in the water, and you strike a match, and then have it going around in the
Motor
water.
in them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
At that young age. At that young age, she was young.
Yeah.
Wow. That's
Doing that
smart.
type of
Smart.
thing.
What
Oh,
kind of kids
yeah.
figuring that out and doing that? But you guys seem like you were more mature back in those times. Like you,
Yeah.
like at a young age, you guys seem like you had to know and had to have sense. And but I think partly maybe because you guys wasn't so distracted like these generations. They're just distracted. They got
Yeah.
phones and videos and all
Right.
that stuff
Yeah.
that's distracting.
Oh,
You
Being
guys
more
gotta think about
creative
surviving.
because you didn't have money to buy all these different things.
Right.
And so they would make their toys and
Right.
maybe old rubber tires and,
Right.
make
the
things
kites, and they love the kites.
and then when I went to Haiti, then you saw the kids over there doing what we used to do.
Wow.
You know, the same thing.
Same thing. Making it work.
Making
with what they have.
being creative,
Right.
taking what you found or got and made something out of it.
But they love the kites. He loved the kites.
Love the kites. I love kites too.
Kites and those little boats that go in the water.
Yeah. I always had to be the spokesperson.
The spokesperson.
When we go out and sell
Oh, really?
different things.
Okay.
Johnson
So
C.
you
Smith.
spoke well.
Well,
Yeah, because we during that time, you know, the comic books, they call it
we had to
swapping.
Oh.
Because see, if you had some, and then you let me have those, and I let you have mine.
swap.
And this was done with adult.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like Snoop Robinson,
And,
that was one of our friends' uncles.
and Miss Hattie Smith.
Yeah, all these people.
Okay.
And that was the thing doing. Now I wished I had some of them because they're big money now.
Oh yeah.
Yes, if you have comic book for certain years, you know, and that kind of thing. Yeah, that was something. That was a major thing during those days. And then that section of the newspaper, you would read, and then they had different series, and it kept going, and you wanted to read it to see what was going on, what's next, you know,
Oh, I see.
that kind of thing.
I love
Yeah,
it.
that was fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Did you guys have dolls back there, or did you make your
yeah.
dolls by hand? Were you guys into dolls, or?
At that time, we had one dog, and we called him Billy.
You said
And we-
doll, or excuse me, did you say doll or dog?
Doll, DOLL,
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
baby doll.
Oh,
I'm
we-
sorry.
Right. That's what I
We
thought.
we made some of those.
Okay.
Take a Coca-Cola bottle,
Yeah.
and then we had a tree
Ice straight.
with
Ice.
flowers on it, and it was, you put in water, and it's almost like you made a hairdresser out of it.
Oh.
Then you took those ice stream and put it on the ice stream, and then you comb it through, and then you could take a match stem and curl the hair. So this was like a doll on a Coca-Cola bottle. The main thing we was interested in was doing the hair.
Let's make one day. I want to make one. I'll get all the supplies and we can figure it out.
That was something.
That sounds like
Those
amazing.
dolls,
Okay, so here I am getting the props together because we're filming. Let me get the set right, darling.
There we go.
That's that gorgeous.
There we go.
yeah, that was fun during those days. We would take, at that time, maybe you would have some wild tomatoes growing, and we take them and make up our food or whatever. And then that was one of our friends' mother, we call her Miss Clementine, and she would give us real food to eat. So we'd be up there and
Wow.
everything.
What have been the biggest thing that has impacted both of you being sisters and being close to bring and to leave with us and this generation and your daughter, your child? What thing was that your parents left you that you brought over to make the difference in your children's life? What is that thing?
Education.
What is it?
Education.
Education and bonding. My father was an only child,
Oh, wow.
and he would say, if one have, all have.
Right.
And so that's what we would do. If one got some extra money or something, you go give that one some, or either you share.
I love that.
And just like with my brother, he got a little job, and he can't put all his money down like that. Then he told me, take what you want. And I said, I don't want anything. I said, just make sure you give mama, you know, like that.
Yeah, so beautiful. See, that's the fundamental. Wow.
See, what did
And
Bill,
people think us
Bill
people
work?
of color don't have
Yeah, he had a little job.
integrity and morals.
I
Like,
don't
you
know,
see, this
child, I
is-
can't remember that.
Wow, beautiful, unbelievable. Like, I'm inspired to hear that because I don't know that from my family. You know what I mean? And not that they may not have it or understood that, but I just didn't experience that. But to hear it from my family, from you, and I know that it's true because how Ayana has been, how I've witnessed you raise Ayana, and it's just been something beautiful that you just don't see all the time. How you raised her really beautifully.
Yeah.
You did an amazing job. I fell in love with you over and over again by
I
how you
know.
raised her. You know,
Yeah.
I'm in love with her. But she's a vision and the essence of you. You know, so it's been very something. Whatever your parents did, they did something amazing because you like
Yeah.
really are some beautiful people.
See, we go shopping, and if she sees something she thought I'd like, she buy me something. And then if I would see something, especially that was Bamberger's when I lived in New Jersey. I go there at lunchtime, and if I saw something I like, and then at that time, you had a good contact with maybe their salesperson, they would know what you like, and they'll put it away and save it
Oh,
for
I
you.
love that. They don't,
Yeah.
they don't sell people in like that nowadays.
Yeah, she
They
did.
should be though, because it's big money for their pocket.
Yeah.
They should have a little more customer service, a little more, The people are just different nowadays.
But she sent me clothes, some nice clothes when I was in college. Yeah.
And tell us about the pink dress you said my mama sent you when you were in college.
The pink dress.
The pink dress.
You said it would fly up when you dance.
Oh yeah.
Tell us
And
about.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah. You know that pink dress. It was it was a dressy dress, and we would go over to on the Sunday nights. We would go over to a nightclub. But I told you the name of it.
Savoy.
Savoy.
The Savoy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and I would dance. So and then it would come out like an umbrella.
Like
you know?
like Marilyn Monroe, like when she did that on the
You know, this you could see. You know,
right.
you see when you dance. You know, so
They have movement.
yeah,
Okay.
have movement and then.
So you was out there shaking your tail feather.
Oh yeah.
Oh, baby.
yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
What was the dances like back then? Like, was it a lot of movement? It was twisted or shaking?
Yeah,
Was y'all twerking and popping it, or what was y'all doing?
Yeah.
we call it we were jitterbugging.
Huh?
Jitterbugging.
Oh, okay. That's the name of the dance?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Nothing that was the dance and the name of the dance.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Oh,
The name
okay.
of the dance.
Jitterbug. We were jitterbugging.
And,
Y'all
this,
wasn't
and
dropping
then they
it like,
called
y'all
it
wasn't
the,
dropping it like it's hot?
that was there, but then you had this, they called it the slow dance too.
Okay.
But and then when you dance, and I had this dress on,
Uh-huh.
I would wear that on the nights we were going to the
Savoy.
Savoy.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you dance it, then they
Uh-huh.
could see.
Oh, so you had to dance like a lineup or something, and where you kind of pick
No.
some partner, or how was that?
They picked who they wanted.
Mm.
So everybody was coming over to me.
She was the dame, huh?
Her with the pink dress on, huh?
The pink dress, honey. There's like something to that pink dress, and I gotta find out. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
I went to the
Mother, you were more like, I don't want to be bothered, huh? Like,
no, I went to the Elks Club. That was on 8th Avenue in Birmingham.
okay.
I think I was in college then too.
Okay.
And this older guy asked me to dance with him. That man could dance. When I finished dancing with him, I was so tired I didn't know what to do. And I was young. But teenagers, I like to dance by myself.
Okay.
And when I dance with those guys, I put some straight pins on me. That means you
Let me find out.
you
She
done
was
got
some
too
sorcery going on.
you
Like,
done got
you
too
touch me,
close.
you'll get pricked.
got too close. And I used to like to dance and clown like or something, have fun.
How you put the straight pins on your mother? How you do that? Like, where? Like,
You just stick them on your clothes up here. They ain't gonna. You
they
get too
try to
close, you're
get
gonna
feels,
get
free
stuck.
feels. Oh, Lord.
You would get stuck.
Okay. You're
But
going to be bleeding.
The boys don't care too much about dancing with me no way, because I like to get out there and clown, have fun.
She thought of some straight pins now.
That's right.
I love that.
You
Off
they eat my
limits,
property.
sucker.
Right.
Okay. I love that story. How do you guys feel about President Robert F. Kennedy, you know, the John F. Kennedy was the brothers. Were you? Because in our generation, we just hear that he was like, I feel like he was a good president, but was
Yeah.
he for the people?
Yeah.
Was he really for the people, or was it just, is that like overhyped?
Well, I think he was, and then most of the time, those people that were Catholic, they seemed like to me they were more in tune to care for all people, somewhat like that.
That's it.
You know,
Okay.
it wasn't the type that was a Ku Klux Klan or
Okay.
anything like that.
Yeah.
I think they were educated people, and they didn't come from just pure poverty. By that time, they had money and everything.
Alright.
You know,
Got it.
they said that father that grandparent had so much money and everything, and so usually people are more liberal, and it's from Boston
Got it.
and everything. You know,
Okay.
yeah, mass.
How did y'all feel about Lena Horne and like Dorothy Dandridge and them
Oh, we
beautiful?
were proud of them.
Proud of them.
Yes,
Were they really like the showstoppers back then? They were making big moves, huh?
yeah,
Really?
yeah. We was proud of them.
They were.
Because actually, we had to go only to black schools,
Right.
and so they always talked about them other blacks that had contributed
Okay.
to America,
Got
you
it.
know, and so by the teachers being black, they knew what they had gone through and what we was gonna face,
Right.
and so you got it from them. So you had racial pride and everything, and so when we came to New York, I couldn't understand. People didn't know nothing about their history.
Really?
You know, black kids and people like that.
Mm-hmm.
But now it is different because it's
They're global now,
worldwide. Yes, global,
Global.
because
Mhm.
you got TV, you got the news, you got the internet and
Yeah.
Instagram and everything.
Closed
Yeah,
circuit, and you knew in your community mostly what was going on, but not really outside of that. Right.
That's it.
That's why we have it so many now. Everything is a click away. Everything is, you just know we know too much. That's I think part of the problem.
Yeah.
But do they
You know?
still have?
You see too much.
Do they still have some segregation here
Yeah.
Here?
in Birmingham?
Oh, I was just gonna ask you that. I know that is very true because when we've been traveling through Atlanta, it's a lot of parts there that's still like they ain't even seen a black face in some parts of Atlanta. It's like it's just straight out of a history page, like still segregated.
Segregated.
Very that Ku Klux Klan, still there. You know,
Still there.
that's all they know.
Well, not only there,
Right.
we have some discrimination everywhere.
Everywhere, right? But I'm saying in some, like out here is more masked, but there
Yeah,
it's
but it's
literally
there.
segregated. Like
It's
it's
there.
literally right in the south.
Well, you know, typically you see where that guard shot that guy in the back, the black guy in the back. He was at the hotel, and he came out to call or use the phone or something,
Oh yeah.
and the guard shot him in the back,
Wow.
and the family now is going after, and so the hotel said, "That's not us. We don't, hold that and what have you."
That's something else. It's
Yeah,
still
so
What is it,
I want the
recent?
parents. Yeah, just on the news.
Oh,
And his parents are there. I said, sue him for everything that you can get.
Yeah,
It won't bring that person back, but
bankrupt them,
give
yeah.
him, because had that young man lived, he would have been contributing to that family, to his mother, or what have you.
And if he would have lived through that shot, he wouldn't have been contributing to his mother at all because he would have been disabled, and it's just been bad. So that's nothing good gonna come out of that. you know?
And he didn't look like some
And shooting for what?
crook or anything like that,
Right.
Just there.
Well, talk about how sports affected your lives early. So you had a boxer that championed the black community and gave hope. Who was that boxer?
Joe Lewis.
Joe Louis.
Joe Lewis was about the first one.
And then one thing about Joe Lewis, he was uneducated.
Oh really?
And then, for example, they always would say, "I'm glad I win."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What?
I glad I win.
I glad I win.
Yeah.
I glad I win.
But then he was powerful,
Right.
you know, with his strength and that
Right.
kind of thing.
Right.
But now, you know, through the years, people have been, you know, educated.
Right.
They know how to have a manager to manage their money
Right.
wisely, and
So
you know,
he
he
didn't know that
probably
back
died
then?
broke.
Oh.
I don't really remember,
Oh, I see.
but
But how did that make you feel when he won a fight, when he boxed? What did that feel like throughout the
Empowering.
community?
Mm-hmm.
everybody was proud and happy.
Really?
And then during that particular time, if you saw anybody black on TV, whether that was your favorite program or not, you would watch it because there's someone that looked like you,
Right.
right? And so now they're all over the place everywhere.
Right.
But before, it was
only
not
a
like that.
chosen few.
You see somebody like, oh, your eyes are right there,
Right.
you know, on the TV.
Glued, huh?
And Aunt Ernestine, what about you? What did Joe Louis mean to you?
He was a great fighter. Champion, one of the champions for the black people.
I think,
Like Muhammad Ali.
yeah, well, also with Joe Louis, I think Max Mellon
Oh.
from Germany.
Grandmama used to talk about it.
What did Grandmama say? Your grandmother say about him?
Max, she would. Grandma would like to watch the fight.
And whoever,
Yeah, yeah.
whatever, go on.
Yeah, anytime they were gonna have boxing and they're gonna fight,
You
all
want,
the
you,
black,
want, you want some else?
Can I have this?
Yeah.
all
I
the,
mean, I'm going to get you a new one.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you got one
Yeah.
now?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just poured it in the glass, right?
Hmm?
You just poured this in the glass before.
Oh, okay then.
No, I'm saying, I'm asking you, did you have this, you just poured you some on?
That's your old thing, isn't it?
No, somebody poured it into the glass.
Oh,
You
that
had
was
You
Ernestine
want some
had
more,
some.
Auntie? Okay. Can I have the rest?
sure.
Thank you, darling.
Yeah. But with Max Mellon, that was the talk of the town.
Wow.
He was from Germany, and I think he won. But I think as I can recall the story, he had some type of smelling stuff or something other. It was something illegal that he used, and then when they found out about it, then they had a rematch,
Oh.
and Joe Louis beat the devil out of it.
Mm.
And what did your grandmother say when she watched the fights?
She'd be happy.
Aunt Ernestine.
And
What did your grandmother say when she watched the fight? She get excited. What would she do?
She get up and grandma would get up.
She be back. Get him, sucker, get him. Knock that rascal
And
out.
she'd be talking about it. And she called everybody's name wrong.
Oh,
Whatever
really?
that name was, you gave them a new name.
Ah. So if it was
Yeah,
Murray, you
grandma was,
Mari. Like, it was Vernon, Bernard, Vernon. You're like, that ain't his name, mama. I love it. I wanted to ask you, when you guys made your first money, like when you locked into your career, after you got all your education and start your career, when you first start getting your first big checks, how did that feel? What did you start? What was some of the first things that was like, my goal is to, when I get my paycheck or my this,
Let me go back before I got the big check.
Okay.
I was substitute teaching,
Okay.
and you only made $9 a day.
What? Imagine that.
$9 a day.
Imagine that.
And then, and you didn't work the whole month. Maybe this school called you, another school called you.
Okay.
And I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was so proud that I had something to contribute
Right.
to the family.
Uh-huh.
So I would give my mother money. She put it in her hair.
What?
Because she had a whole lot of hair and thick
Tell me more.
and
Put
long.
hide in
So
it.
she put it in her
Ah!
hair, and she go around there to the baker store and buy some groceries.
She put it in her hair, mother? I never
Up
heard.
in her hair.
She had a stash in there?
She had a whole lot of hair and long too and
Oh.
thick.
And she had
Oh, so she
these
had it
balls.
twisted in a bun and she had a
She
secret-
had, sometimes she had one like a pompadour in the front, and then the other part with a ball in the back.
with a bun.
And when
right?
she shampooed it, it was so much and so thick, she parted in 4
Uh-huh.
sections. She washed this section, Then she washed another section.
Wow.
And she was happy, and then when I got an income tax check once, a little from my little work, she had a game, so I bought her a new coat, and she got it. And then my cousins that we talked to, one of them tonight, Deborah in Maryland, I've got them something. So that was big timing.
It was big time because you was able to buy them a nice
Because
gift.
it was just good that you could earn some money, and then you wanted to share, make somebody else happy too.
So they could feel the joy and the goodness of your efforts and their labor.
That's right.
I love that. So when you got your first like big check, like from when you're locked in your career, you're not a substitute no more. What did you start doing? What was your goal? To put money away, to buy a house, to what? What did you want to do? What was taking you to the next level? Like
really to help my parents.
To help your parents. Okay.
That was the thing at the time.
Got it.
We lived in a big 2-story house. We never heard anybody saying they got to pay the mortgage or rent.
Right.
Because they had the house. And so we just wanted to help there.
Okay.
And then
in Birmingham?
Okay. Ernestine would send money home and purchase suits or whatever for Daddy. We always bought them things too.
Really?
And brought my brother's stuff too.
Okay.
And so Daddy talked about us so much until one guy came. He said, I just had to come to see y'all. Your daddy talk about y'all so much. Yeah.
He loved his babies, huh?
We had a wonderful father.
But he had some wonderful daughters.
Oh, we had a good dad.
Really?
And the thing about it is, that's why some people don't have a good parent. But you don't have to be like them. What Daddy wanted in a father, he gave to us. And so you don't have to repeat that same behavior.
Right. Exactly. You could be the difference that you want to see.
Make the difference.
Be the difference you want to see.
Yeah.
Right.
But he had a wonderful aunt. And at that time, she was a midwife. Now they call it the midwifery program.
Wow.
And she would send off to Tennessee somewhere and get herbs and things, like that. But what should have happened, she should have taught him. So there's a thing where it was a separation of boys play with this and girls play with this. But had she taught him, he could have then passed it on to us.
Oh,
But what was she teaching?
She was a midwife. She wasn't teaching nothing. She's going around with her doctor.
I know, but I'm saying she wasn't doing any formal teaching, but what would she teach Daddy? That's what I'm saying.
She didn't teach him.
She's asking him what would she? So like herbs, you're telling she could have taught the use of herbs and
remedies
healing
and herbs and things like that. And because he said she was sent out to Tennessee and get things. Now she had a son, and he was an only child.
Okay.
So he was a postman. He was embalmer. And then he went to law school. Let's see, he did something else somewhere in between. Then he went to law school. So he ended up being an attorney.
No,
this is his first cousin. The aunt that helped him along with his mother.
And we've done the research. He's one of the first black men to have passed the bar in Michigan.
Wow.
And so his trial record is public in the courts where he went and where he was an attorney. And so he was a member of the Bar Association, passed the bar, everything. All of his records are public.
And I went up there with Daddy when he died.
Tell us about that.
Well, when he died, Daddy said he had to go up there, and he was going to take Annie Ruth, and Mama told him, "Don't take Annie Ruth, because she's my biggest help."
Yeah, don't pick Andrew.
Don't take Annie Ruth, because she's a lot of help to me.
Because we had brothers that were sick, and so I would always help. And my mother would say, oh, when I get something, I'm going to set you up. So when she got a little money, she would give me something. And it was appreciated because she cared enough to
Make sure that you
give
felt
me
that you was
something,
appreciated.
you know, encouraging.
Yeah.
Right.
So anyway, Daddy took me up there, and we rode the train. And I got so cold on the train, and Daddy took off his coat and put it over me. But anyway, when we got there, I saw this big. They were in this big house, big
15-room house.
Yeah. So he stayed there, and his cousin, he went there because his first cousin was died, and he wanted to go to the funeral, and he wanted to take Annie Ruth. And Mama said, no, don't take Annie Ruth, take Ernestine, because Annie Ruth is a big help to me.
What was he taking you to?
To his funeral.
Taking me to Detroit with him.
The cousin had died, so we were going for his funeral.
His first cousin had died.
So, Mother, how did you end up in Compton, California? What was that? You came from New York, though, right?
No, from Mobile, Alabama.
You came from Mobile.
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it.
So
Who was in New York? Was it Lewis or who? Somebody came from New York, right?
Oh, we left. After we got married. Then we went.
When y'all got married?
In '59.
Where?
Then we went to New York. He went first.
Where were y'all when y'all got married?
In Birmingham.
Birmingham, okay. You met Lewis in Birmingham?
Uh-huh.
Okay, got it.
He was he was visiting his sister in next street over. It was two of them over there.
Okay.
And we all grew up with their children.
Okay.
Because he had siblings that were old enough to be his parents.
Oh, who Lewis did?
Uh-huh.
Really?
So Lewis was the mother had 12 children.
Wow.
Lewis was number 11, and his sister was number 12.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Who was that, number 12? What's
Did you
her
get
name?
her?
So when he was 12, the oldest one was 24. And when he turned 12 or something like that, maybe the older one was at least 30 years old or 25 or something. No?
So, let's see.
And see, he went to sea when he was 14. Because he put his age up and everything. And the Germans torpedoed the ship. And so the doctor told him he would never walk again.
Why?
Because he was injured when the ship was bombed.
Oh, I see.
And so he said he laughed in the doctor's face. So there was an engineer that was in the room with him, and he designed some type of whatever it was. And Lewis walked and walked and walked. He was a walking man.
Walking his thing. Walking his thing.
He would, and then his mother went there and got the Red Cross to get him out.
Okay.
So I used to tell him sometime when he was acting up, I said, all right, I'm calling the Red Cross on you.
I'm not calling the Red Cross on you. Would I get him together?
He said, I wish they had never told you that.
Oh.
I said, I put the Red Cross on
The
you.
Red Cross on it. Okay.
And then, the sight was about going, he'll wait till night to go out and walk. I said, why you wait till nighttime? You can't see?
Right.
Why you didn't put any glasses on?
And they were going to do no good with the glasses.
Right.
Because he was, one eye, he had lost in an accident.
Okay.
There was so much glass in there, they had to go in there and take the eye out.
Oh, wow.
And so he had the other eye, and I can't think of that condition
Okay.
that you can't see. Not only that, he tried to drive a car.
Oh, wow.
I came home one night and the car was gone.
Oh.
I said, Elijah, want to come on? Then somebody called me. He asked a couple of young people, they were together, to call me. And we went down there and got the car towed in the yard. And for a long time, I just let it sit.
Right.
And refused to
Get it fixed.
fix it.
Because you're going to be driving.
Out there driving,
Right.
can't see.
Wow. So,
And he was past, maybe it was about 3 or 4 miles where he was or longer.
Okay.
going on toward Carson.
Okay.
So we got it on back, and I just refused to get it fixed.
So you guys got married in Alabama, and then you moved.
Went to New York.
Moved to New York. How long did you stay?
And then from New York to Mobile, about 8 years.
Mobile, Alabama.
No, we lived in New York, New Jersey, about 8 years.
I see.
Then Mobile.
Mobile. When Ayana was born. When was Ayana born?
In Mobile.
In Mobile. And then y'all moved back to New York or to where?
Then to California.
To California. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. What brought you to California? Was
He
it
was-
better life or better?
He was already out here, and he tried to get me to come. I said, I'm not coming. I'm going to
I'm not coming.
take whatever money
Don't wait for me. Don't send me nothing. I'm coming.
and get
love
this
it.
house, put the money on the house.
Right.
You know, but then I had some friends out here, and one of them helped me drive out here. And so I came like that.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you drove out here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Did you
so
like it when
one
you
of
finally
the
got
people,
here? Did you like it when you finally got here?
I had been here before.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
My job paid me. I went to a health conference
I see.
in another part of the city. Then I came to L.A. Then I came to L.A.
Mm-hmm.
When a friend we grew up with, Margie.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stayed a couple of days or whatever with her. And then she invited several people to the house and everything, you know. Yeah.
And they start working out. And I'm like, oh, maybe this.
But we came out here one time when Lewis was in an accident or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came, but I was trying to wait till he got to where he was living.
Mm-hmm.
But then we came on out, and then he went out. I said, don't go out in there with the car. Got out there and got stuck in the sand on the beach.
Oh, no.
And so somehow somebody helped him got out. But I had told him don't go out there.
Mm-hmm.
Got stuck in the sand, and then he was trying to push the car.
Mm-hmm.
And see what they had to do. They had to give him, let me see, what's that?
A push.
What was, I can't think of, they had to give him some, it's not chemical, but another type of, I used to always know, I can't think of it now, but they had to give him that type of medication because his neck was down or something, and you know what's down there, and they gave him that, not atomic medication, I can't think right now, but it was something maybe that they would use in space and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
But he got well and everything, and then he would kind of had a lip, got over that,
Wow.
everything.
The body's miraculous.
Yeah, he
The
was
body is a
accepting
miraculous
himself.
thing.
Mm-hmm. And so when he had, because the doctor told me, he told me Lewis wasn't there. He was there, but not in the same room. He said, he's dying. And so I said, how you know he's dying? He said, I can look at him and tell.
Mm-hmm.
I never told Lewis. I told everybody, don't tell him. And so we had he liked Pastor Odin. That's why I went there to the church where he is now. And so he went there to the church, and I never told him that he was dying. So they had him in hospice. And then they had a good nurse. And then they started sending other nurses out.
Mm-hmm.
He never got radiation. He never got chemo.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just prayed and said, Lord, what should I do? And I had seen this program on TV. I said, this is a strange program, but I'm going to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
It was a black guy named Tim Morris,
Mm-hmm.
and he's on Inglewood Avenue off of Rosecrans.
Mm-hmm.
And so he was just talking. He said, too many people putting black people on dialysis.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just giving things, you know. And so I was riding down Alameda, and it seemed like to me the Lord just flashed that. So I went to him. And he told me what to get for Louis. It was something like dash A or something. And so then I told Lewis, I said, you should go and talk to him yourself. I said, you know your body better than anybody else.
Right.
So a few more herbs. And Lewis, that was in the 90s. And Lewis didn't die till 2012. And he didn't die of cancer.
Wow.
Yeah, the Lord healed him.
That's
And he kept on going, and the doctors would say, I don't know what's going on, but this tumor keeps shrinking. So he said, well, he liked to joke around. My wife went to the root doctor. I didn't go to no root doctor.
right.
But this was the herbs and everything.
Right.
And so I would just listen to other people coming in. And I said, I'd like for him to hear him talk to other people so I can learn from him. And so there was a pretty young lady that worked in there.
Mm-hmm.
I thought maybe they got these pretty young ladies to draw customers.
Right.
Because Ayana was working at a place one time and they hired her.
Okay.
And so anyway, come to find out that was his wife.
Oh,
Because he was older than she was, you know.
I see.
But
Whose wife?
he's stepping around like a banner chicken.
Like a sugar
The
daddy.
man that sold the herb.
Okay.
And so, and then they had a little girl, 8 years old.
Okay.
She knew everything in there and could sell just like everybody else.
The little girl.
Yeah, 8 years old. And so I know she pure grown now.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that's what happened. Then Deborah told me about another doctor, and coming to find out, it was all read about him in the paper. I could walk to his office.
Wow.
So I took Lewis there, and we was there, but he was just ready to go. He didn't want to wait. And he told us to come around to his office. But he told me, he said he's going to take Lewis off all that. If he was taking medicine, not going to take that. And he was going to give him what he took.
Mm-hmm.
But he never did follow up with him. So they had him on hospice. And then they would send other doctors out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But Lewis got up from there, started riding a bicycle. I told the doctor to tell the doctor don't give him nothing else so she don't lose her license. Lewis was up there riding a bicycle, doing anything he was big enough and bold enough to do.
Lewis was strong as an ox. Yeah, he was. He had purpose on his life. He just really pushed through.
Yeah.
Wow.
Prayers changes things.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
And I think a lot of that was just you being there, supportive. Like, you couldn't have a better wife than you know? You just couldn't have a better wife than you. So supportive and dedicated and devoted.
Yeah. But I tell people about your testimony.
Right.
When I first went there, he said, might as well call the undertaker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if God didn't raise you up,
Mm-hmm.
that's it. And I tell you, the Lord raised you up. You have so much to be thankful for.
Yeah. I'm very into that and tuned into it and grateful for it. It's very humbling.
Mm-hmm.
What I went through, I lost everything when I woke up from that experience. I wasn't the same person. I lost all my material things. Everything was in stores, car repossessed, woke up homeless basically.
Yeah.
But I had my life and I had determination that I was crippled. I'm gonna walk again.
Yeah.
I didn't know how and what, but I knew I was gonna walk again. I knew I was gonna do hair and curl and do makeup and all these things, but I don't know, it was the hardest time ever in my life, but I knew that wasn't the end.
See, that's
You know,
it.
I knew that, and I know why I survived that, because I have a very serious relationship with the Lord. And right before that happened, I had a conversation with the Lord. It was like, I basically just asked the Lord to forgive me, and
That's
that
first.
I need to live. My family needs me. My family can't afford to lose me. I'm the only person. I'm the light, you know. And I just told my Father God I was going to do my best and be the best I can. And I'm not ready to die. I don't know why I literally said that to God. I was like, I'm not ready to die. I got a life ahead of me. I want to live. Please
Right.
And I know that's why He spared my life, because I had that conversation right before that happened.
See,
Right before the accident
it
happened.
was a test.
Yeah, and that's my testimony. And I've actually been able to share that with people, that people just, they just don't understand that that relationship with the Lord is real. Those
That's right.
conversations are real. And when you don't have anything else but Him, that's all you need.
That's
You know?
right.
And
That's
He brought
right.
me through it. He brought me through it for me to be here now, to even be here today, you know? And
That's right. We're still here. So
yeah,
much to be
everything.
grateful for.
Everything. I
That's
take nothing
right.
for granted. I know a lot of times we're just ungrateful people, you know, and we don't mean any harm by that, but I think it's just been tough. You know, you come from tough, and then it's tough, so you only know what you've been taught. If your mother don't know how to, somebody don't know how to cook, they can't teach you how to cook.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
So
true.
you know what I mean. So you have to, like, that metaphor, and you look at that as like, wow. If my mother and father didn't teach me that, they never were taught that. How can they even teach me that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know where it came from. I know
That's
the
why
Lord.
sometimes you
Yeah.
have to be in. I attended a class with Father. Can't call his name right now, but one of Ayana's, well, her nun godmother. The two of us went to classes together, and one of the classes was like a prayer class, and it's like some people still held up about being resentful to parents, whatever. And he had the prayer, and then you said, Lord, I forgive my parents, you know, whatever was going on. Declare yourself, because otherwise you can't move on when you got evil feelings about
Your parents.
whomever, your parents or whom, because perhaps at that time they did the best that they could at that time, because you don't know what they went through with.
Right. This right here is nothing but God above who we having this conversation. And I'm gonna say that because I had not spoke to my mother in 2 years till last night. And the reason why I actually even we fell out over something that is just BS, and it doesn't even matter now.
I
It's
know.
so stupid, right? But I had to be the bigger person yesterday and call my mother, because a message came through to me. It was like, you know, sometimes you have to teach your parents.
That's
the
true.
child becomes the teacher to the parent. And so I realized that, what if something happened to me right now? What if something happened to my mother? We haven't spoken in 2 years. How would that affect me? How would that affect her? I would
That's
just
God.
die if I didn't get to say I love you or goodbye or anything, right? So I called my mom, and we just had a bad relationship. You know, it was just been bad. But I had a dream the night before last, and it wasn't a good dream. And it was just about, I have to forgive my mother, and all my blessings are gonna come through when I do that. And so I looked at yesterday, and I thought, wow, this is New Year's. This year I felt so empowered and powerful coming into 2019, right? And what better way than to be the man that I am, be the bigger person, and call my mother.
That's right.
And so I called her, Happy New Year's, Mom. Oh, I love you. I was like, how you doing? I could hear just joy in my mother's voice.
Of course.
I could hear her. I could see her smiling and happy. I could feel her happy. And she just laid all this amazing, positive news on me
See?
about her life and her, where she is. And I was like, thank you, Jesus, for letting me pick that phone up. I needed that.
Yes.
She needed that.
That's right.
We apologized. She said, I forgot it happened. I said, but no, we can't act like it didn't happen. But we have to go back to what happened. But now we're moving forward, and it doesn't matter what
That's right.
happened.
All
but we
that's
have
in-
to
in
validate what did
2018.
happen. You know what I mean?
Moving on.
And when I tell you, that was the best phone call I've made, and I am just happy walking into 2019.
Of course.
And I made peace with my sister. So my two core sources of power and inspiration is my mom and my sister. And I have that relationship now back with them because we've decided to be bigger persons.
One of his sisters a nurse.
Yeah, she's
Both
a-
of them. One of them I know.
That's her whole life. She's a nurse. She loved her. She's a pediatrics nurse. She loved the babies. So
Yeah.
a lot of growth is happening, you know what I mean, for my life. But for you to say that right now about the forgiving your parents, this is just not random that you would say that, you know.
Right.
When I am literally walking that, and that's my testimony right now. Like I just forgave my mother yesterday, but I did not even forgive her. I forgave myself. You know.
That's the secret.
And I feel now the floodgates about to open up because there's all this love there that's coming into this new year because we deciding to do the right thing
Right.
and not be so prideful, not be too proud, not be all these things. We only have one mother.
Right.
We only have one life.
True.
You know. Excuse me.
I'm trying to find something since you said that.
Mm-hmm.
If I can find it with
So
I think it's on message
I'm
and
moved.
stuff.
I'm moved because of this. And now here I am over here with my other mother and my sister Ayana. And I'll tell you, I needed to come and see you guys today on this day because it's been a powerful, very empowering moment in my life right now. It's a movement happening. And you guys are part of that, you know. So I needed to come here and see your faces and hug you and kiss you and tell you how much I love you because this is what's in me right now. And I have to be true to this because the Lord blessed me with that intuition and discernment to know where I need to be. You know what I mean? Where I'm needed at.
Right,
My
he
purpose,
speaks
you know
to
what I
you.
mean? And
Listen
so,
to this.
Mm-hmm.
Breaking news. This is to inform you all that our beloved and well-known friend, Mr. 2018, is retiring on the 31st of this month. His 12 wives, 52 children, and 365 grandchildren will be attending the grand send-off on Monday, the 31st of December at 23:59 hours. However, his family members asked me to inform you that he is retiring with all your problems, sickness, disappointments, frustration, untimely death, shame, disgrace, barrenness, discouragement, failure, and rejection. Yet, the successor, Mr. 2019, asked me to inform you that he is going to compensate you with long life, good health, wealth, love, abundant blessing, peace, joy, righteousness, promotion, prosperity, God's blessing and seasoned greeting. This is from a former co-worker. Her name is Gloria, and she always addressed herself as Sweet Gloria. Sweet Gloria Jean.
I love that.
So isn't that something? 2018, and like my pastor was preaching on it, about forgiving, let all that stuff go in 2018 and move in 2019.
Right.
That's right.
That's where I'm at.
Yes, indeed.
The one I sent you. Did I send you one? Can I read that?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sent you one. Yeah, put
let
it
me
up for
see
me.
if I can find it.
I sent one.
That
I
was-
sent it to
that was
people
just-
and tell my loved one today, and I have gotten so many. Oh my God,
Let me
this is
find you.
beautiful. This is perfect. But it literally says everything that I'm feeling and that I wanted to share, you know, with my loved ones today, friends and family and whatnot. It's just something
Okay.
beautiful.
Hello, and welcome aboard Flight 2019. We are prepared to take off into the new year. Please make sure your altitude and blessing are secured and locked in an upright position. All self-destruction devices should be turned off at this time. All negativity, hurt, and discouragement should be put away. Should we lose altitude under pressure during the flight, reach up and pull down a prayer. Prayers will automatically be activated by faith.
That part.
Once your faith is activated, you can assist other passengers. There will be no baggage allowed for this flight. The captain, in parentheses God, has cleared us for takeoff. Destination, greatness. Amen.
Amen.
Happy New Year. That this he sent me the last one.
That really got to people today.
Isn't that beautiful?
Everybody's like, oh my God, I'm printing this out. I'm reposting. I'm sending.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Oh my God. I just felt
That is
when
so
I
beautiful.
read that, my really good friend Nikki Harris is like a big sister to me. Nikki sang backup for Madonna for years. She's Madonna's too. You know how Madonna always had the two women behind her? Nikki was the light skinned black woman, Nikki Harris, that sang behind Madonna through the whole highlight of her, you know, the 80s and 90s and stuff when she really made that impact. But she's my big sister. She's been a big inspiration to me.
That's good.
And she sent that to me, and it just resonated.
Isn't that
Like,
beautiful?
you know, yeah, and I wanted to share that with all my loved ones. I was like, nothing else I want to say but that right there. That says everything for me to keep us encouraged and, you know, keep it positive.
Yeah,
keep
and it's
moving.
amazing.
Yeah.
People are creative and can write things like that, and it's so real.
Yeah.
So
She
real.
broke it down like, hi, this is your captain, and we're ready to take off. Go here, man. Put on your seatbelt and blah, 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 blah. You know, but it was like, it said everything perfect, harmoniously, like, it
I'm
made
telling you.
sense, you know?
Yes,
and you feel
indeed. It's marvelous.
it. You feel it.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I'm enjoying having this moment with you, you know.
It was
This
great.
is-
I
this
just
is
was
something.
talking to somebody on the phone and I was telling them
I love
that
it.
you was here.
Wow. We all we got, you know? It's good to have these moments. We're not going to
And
be here
especially when
forever,
you've
you
been
know?
friends for a long time,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and the bonding continues to grow.
right.
Some people don't get along for 3 seconds,
Exactly.
and we've been
Exactly.
friends forever, seemingly.
I value these times because
Yeah.
I almost lost my life at least 3 times, you know. And so I know that there's a reason for me to be here. So
That's
I
right.
really absorb these moments. It feeds my soul.
That's right.
And
And sometimes we've been protected and didn't even know.
Right. Exactly.
But the angels have lifted us out of it.
Right.
I
That's
got to
right.
get back in touch with my good friends.
Yeah. We got to get you to New York when it warms up.
That's right.
To my Betty.
Betty and someone, who is my other friend?
Your guardian angels.
Joyce.
Mm-hmm.
Joyce
Mm-hmm.
and Lloyd,
Mm-hmm.
her husband.
Are they in New York?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
live there.
All right. Well, we got to plan a trip as soon as it warms up. It's too cold right now.
So
Soon
this your
as
season,
spring.
Mother Capricorn, huh?
Yeah.
What sign are you, Auntie?
Pisces.
A Pisces. When is Pisces? The
March.
fish.
What kind of hand motion is that?
You
What
know
is
how
a
the
Pisces?
fish be going.
Yo, this way,
March 18,
March 18th. That was coming up.
1936.
1936. Are you 1934?
Boy.
Got it. I love that. Okay.
And Bill was 1938.
Okay.
And the oldest brother was 32.
32.
32, 34, 36, 38.
Okay. Y'all had the whole 30s locked down, huh? I love it. Okay.
Yeah,
That was
boy, that was
an amazing time. I love the whole era, like the roaring 30s and 40s, you know, that time. I'm just in love with some of those moments. Well, not of the history, but the fashion and this, you know,
Yeah.
they were making moves.
Yeah.
When they had a Black Wall Street, were you guys familiar with that, or was that in your time or before your time?
A black
The
what?
Black Wall Street. When they had the Black Wall Street, that. No, you guys.
I wasn't
not familiar.
involved.
That was your time, okay.
Black War?
Black Wall Street. You know, like a
Oh,
Wall
Black
Street.
Wall
Black
Street.
Wall Street.
No.
Yeah, because I heard they came and demolished it and destroyed it and tried to erase it. Like black
Never.
people really had it kind of going on and trying to make their own little civilization. You know.
That's like, you know, they tried to act like the black people in Africa were like in the jungle.
Right.
And this is where you had kings and queens,
Right.
you know, but they try to play it down.
Like it's animals.
Like we was swinging
class,
queens like
monkeys.
monkeys or something.
Yeah. Crazy.
That's
Still trying to
right.
do
That's
that.
where
And you
the,
still wonder how did they bring all us over here?
Right.
we're the only people that was forced. Everybody else came because they wanted
Right.
too.
Well, Ernestine, how do you feel about slavery, knowing that you were so closely connected? Your great grandparents were in slavery, and the rumor is that your grandfather's father was a slave master,
Really?
old man Everett.
Yeah, who talked about that? Somebody, grandmama talked about that, I think.
I don't remember grandma.
Old man Everett.
And what did grandmama say?
I can't say all the words, but it was,
Why you can't say all the words?
cause I don't remember.
Oh, okay, got it.
Granddaddy was about 16 years older than grandmama.
Okay.
And so I done never heard grandmama talking about no slavery time.
Okay.
Her aunt always talked about slavery
Oh, I
time.
see.
Who was that?
Her
Dad
grandma and sis.
and sis, yeah.
My grandmama's great grandmother's sister.
Mm.
She would talk about slavery.
Mm-hmm.
But my granddaddy, he stayed away from white people.
Oh,
They won't
really?
have nothing to do with.
But he looked just like him.
He looked
He
just
he
like
was
him.
a mulatto, but
He
you
was a
don't
what?
know what happened in
He was
it.
a what mother?
He was a
Mulatto.
mulatto.
Mulatto?
Yeah.
That means you got one parent's black and one white.
Oh, God.
And there were a lot of people like that during that time.
Why were that many people during that
Because
time?
white men took advantage of the black women.
Oh.
So the wives and the slave lady had children sometime around the same age and everything.
By the same man. So the help had a baby by the mister,
Right,
and the wife had the baby. A white baby, she got a mixed baby.
Right.
right.
Oof.
And so my aunt, the youngest aunt, her name was Kathleen.
Kathleen.
And she said that Granddaddy told her that his father gave him his money to keep, and the white kids was jealous or something.
So your grandfather, whose daddy was a slave owner, the slave owner gave him
The
his money
Oh,
to hold.
That's what our aunt told me.
Okay.
So he
And they would try
acknowledged,
to beat him up or something like that.
and so his white children tried to beat up your
Granddad
grandfather.
Probably felt shortchanged. Like, how you gonna
Yeah.
get this nigger the money, and
Right.
I'm over here to
Our money.
I'm
But
a
you know-
full-blood white man. I
but
got
you-
white blood in me, and he don't. How this
Right.
work? What they do that
But you know one thing, it showed the white wives was in slavery.
I said,
Because you think a black sister gonna put up with that? She might do one of them things like the Bobbitt woman.
cut the thing off and throw it upon the forest.
Make sure they could connect. And that's supposed to come on the 2020 one night this week. I want to make sure I see it too. I'm not sure.
My mother said, but like Lorena Bobbitt, and I knew the rest of the punchline. She said, they said, what you do with his penis? I cut it off and threw it upon the forest. She was serious, straight faced and all. I was done.
I mean, she was serious.
She was serious.
Probably had a sharp knife
She
too.
threw it upon the forest, though. I said, what is the... I had to figure out what they meant when they said upon the forest. That basically meant they could not find it.
That's right. That's right. She made sure of that. But I want to see, after so many years, are they still together?
Right.
What is going on? So it's supposed to be on 2020.
Well, tell us more about your mulatto grandfather.
Right.
We don't know.
Old man
grand-
Everett.
Oh yeah, where is
No.
old
That's the white one. I thought you said grandfather.
both? Let's hear about both. Old man Everett. What do y'all know?
No, I don't know nothing
All
about him.
we know is
Don't know
that
nothing about him?
I never remember Granddaddy talking about him.
well, somebody told us.
But Aunt would tell
Why?
us
You think he
things.
was ashamed of him or something? Or why he never talked about him?
I guess he didn't want him to.
He doesn't want to.
He don't want to be
leave
associated
that
with him?
White.
want to
you
leave
know.
that history behind him, I guess.
Well, I used to ask grandmama about it if she knew who her grandfather was and that her grandfather was a slave master. She said she didn't talk about things like that.
Oh.
But that's how some of the people were at the
They
time.
just took
They
it as
just
right,
still-
It was negative, and they
I
just,
don't want to be bothered.
Because
And
that's
still-
They
your,
make them
your
go back
grand
to that. They don't want to be bothered.
your mama's grandfather was a slave owner. So you're that close to slavery.
they're close to what?
Slavery.
Yeah.
That mother was what?
Your mother's grandfather was a slave owner, a slave master. And so I'm saying how close you are to slavery.
Yeah.
That your mother's grandfather was a slave owner.
Right.
That's how close you are to slavery.
Yeah.
But I know there was a store in the neighborhood called Hill Store, and Granddaddy wasn't particular about going up there because he just stayed away from white folks. He didn't have nothing to do with it.
And he probably had a lot of pressure on him from being a Negro and looking too like me. I've
Too
always
light,
had this
yeah.
problem. I'm too light and too light eyes for my own people, and I'm light and I look like a white person, but I'm still a Negro.
Right.
So it's always been this something that unless you walk this life and look like this,
Right.
you don't understand how you don't fit in on both sides.
Right.
So you have to love yourself.
You
And
do.
sometimes it creates you to be a loner because you get tired, I think, at some point of trying to impress or trying to fit in and trying to convince
Right,
people,
right.
you know.
And it's the same thing. You had discrimination within the family.
Exactly.
Now, for an example, like my grandmother, my paternal grandmother, I was too black
Right.
to
for
be
her
my
for her
father's
life.
child.
Right.
Because she didn't think, here's my other grandmama over here looking black as coal.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of the gene, mixed in there, And so she didn't like me at all.
Mm.
But even as a child, I realized something had to be wrong with her to think like that.
Right.
So the
It's
Lord
this
wouldn't let
condition.
me have no resentment
Mhm.
or nothing. And
No
so
empathy, nothing.
So when the white men would come around, the insurance man, Amy, how many children you had, grandchildren you had? Before she could answer, we said 4.
Ah.
He said 4.
I love it.
Yeah, so she was something. But still, it didn't keep me from loving her or anything. I just
She would say 4, she had 5, or she had 6.
and she lived in the home.
No, how many grandchildren she had?
Huh?
She don't. She
She
would
had
not
4.
want to claim some.
Right.
But you make sure that she.
She wasn't going to claim her.
Oh.
And then we had one. He was too light. My youngest brother. She liked the first one. Didn't like me. Like her. Didn't like my brother. One was too black. One was too light.
They had issues.
That was just an ignorance.
Right.
She didn't know
But they
nothing
only knew
about
what they were
genes or
taught.
anything like that, and
Yeah.
so I would just always cater to it and go on, because I knew something had to be wrong with somebody thinking. But it wasn't me. The Lord fixed that, so I wouldn't go around hating up on her.
Right.
And something had to be wrong with her to think like that.
Something got to be wrong. Right.
And I was a small child, growing on up.
Because you didn't do nothing to her, so I don't know what's going on with her. Like, right?
That's right. That's
It ain't
it.
my fault.
That's right. That's exact. And when she died, she more or less died alone, right in the same house with her. Just before she died, she came upstairs. I don't know what she wanted. Did she want to say I'm sorry or what? But we woke up or something. We said, Daddy, my hun is up here. Then my daddy told her to come down.
You said, who's up there?
We call her Ma Hun.
What?
Mama Hun, like Ma
Hun.
Hun.
But we made it. We cut it short. Instead of saying mama, we said ma. Cut the other syllable off.
Okay.
Mahan.
And so Daddy told her to come from up there. And then right after that, because she had a heart condition, and right after that, it looked like to me she called, but it didn't go in. She probably was calling Ernestine or something. She wouldn't. I don't think she would have been calling me. And so then
she wouldn't call mama.
And then the next morning, she was still warm. She was dead. Now, had she been the right type and wasn't feeling well, we'd probably been all around her that night into the morning. But we create problems and things for ourselves to block our blessing, you know, because otherwise we probably would have been surrounding her. And I guess we didn't realize she was that ill.
Right. We're getting ready.
You know, because I think I was 13 when she passed.
Okay.
13 or 14. Because I think she died the year after my brother died.
And so why were you alarmed that she was upstairs? That seems normal to any regular person.
No, not for her. Because she didn't climb those stairs or nothing like that.
So at that time she climbed the stairs. So
a few days, a few nights before she died, she was up there. So we don't know why she was up there.
I know we were scared forever, for a long time, going into the hallway. Remember the time you saw a lady, a ghost?
I don't know what it was, but
had a dotted Swiss dress on.
Yeah, and I told Daddy somebody was in the hall. And so, and so my daddy came and got me and picked me up and took me to where I was going to sleep.
Oh, wow.
And so it was a long time. I looked to see if I could see it again or turn my head not to see it.
I still think about that sometimes.
And I don't know whether it was a spirit to help me or encourage me or what, but I wasn't tearing because I was only about 7 years old. Yeah, so I don't know what.
Well, who do you think it was?
I have no idea.
Well, now though, mother, thinking back.
But you were 7 years old.
Now it was the aunt that used to, you know, the one I was telling you about, helped raise my father.
Hey, Winnie.
Yeah, so she lived there in the house. But I have no idea.
Okay.
So you think it was Aunt Winnie, the ghost?
I have no idea. I was 7 years.
Somebody had a dotted Swiss dress on, she said.
I have no idea. It was a long time before I would wear a light blue dotted Swiss anything.
Oh, really?
But I got over that. I wear any color.
And so tell us about the funeral for Mahan. You told me that they prepared the body and brought the body back to the house. And so the dead body was in the house.
They did that during that time.
That was common. And people would come.
During that time.
The neighbors would come. And they stay almost all night. Different ones come in and be with the family.
And the body right there, just right there.
Right there in the hallway.
Oh, Lord, no. Please take the wheel, please.
And so
I would not be able to stay in our house no more. Like, that's crazy.
Finally, they stopped doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then...
and so where was her casket?
I've seen stuff like that in
the
mob movies. Like, you know, mob movies from back in the day, you would see them at the house and they having a get together or the repast and the body's there in the house, and I thought that was really strange, but I didn't know what that was.
Oh yeah, that's what used to happen in the communities.
Wow.
Because you know the Patterson boy was up there in the house.
Patterson, he was
young, a little boy.
How old was he? He was not even a teenager.
Right, 7 or 8, looked like or something.
And he was such a pretty, handsome young man. I'm trying to see what happened to him. They call him Babe Bra. What was it? He had some kind of condition.
I don't know. I just know he was sick and died.
Yeah.
You know.
He died and they brought the body to his parents' house?
Yeah.
And y'all went to see it?
That's what they did at that time. That was common.
That was very common.
And people stayed up all night with you. And if you died in the home, sometimes they come and fumigate. And then the neighbors would take the mattresses. Well, that time they had these old mattresses, the cotton in there, and they wash them and put them in the sun, and then wash the linen and everything.
What do you mean fumigate the house?
That was if it was any germs or anything like that.
Some kind of spray. They spray in.
And if people didn't have it, sometimes I don't think they even fumigated.
And sometimes they didn't bring the body home. We would go to the funeral home to see them.
Well, after a period of time, they did everybody like that.
So your grandmother died. They brought the body to the house in a hearse.
Yeah.
And just sat her in the living room.
In the hallway, not in the
Hallway.
living room. Over there, going into the living room on that side, I think it was. Maybe it could have been on the side going to the dining room.
And how many days did the dead body stay at your house?
Probably just overnight.
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 And
Because
then they
had
take
the
it, you
funeral.
go to the funeral the next day.
And why do you think that was a tradition to bring the body home?
Because people didn't have cars like they have now, for one
Oh,
thing.
I see.
And this was how it was in that community.
Okay.
That's what was going on. That was the lifestyle at the time.
Because we didn't have all the luxuries we have now.
That's right.
It was very difficult.
And this was a way for help a family to mourn.
Right.
And
To
your
get closure.
yes,
Got
and
it.
your neighbors and family mourn with you.
Together. Right.
They brought food
Okay.
and they washed or come and cleaned up or whatever of that particular bed that that person died in or something.
Very good.
Yeah, that's the way that went. Yes, indeed.
Wow. So
Now with my brother, they brought him home too.
Okay.
Booby.
Yeah, the oldest one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was 14 when he died.
Oh. How did you feel when that happened to your brother?
How
How did you feel? How did you feel?
sad.
Really?
He had rheumatic heart disease.
It just didn't seem real, huh? You were so young.
Yeah.
Right, 14.
Wow.
But my mama and dad, I think they told me, because I was the oldest one,
Okay.
that, you know, the doctor said he was dying or would die, you know. Yeah.
So you were preparing for that.
Yeah.
A horrible nightmare.
Yeah, and yet you don't be prepared.
Right.
Yeah. Because I remember him just before he died, he called, we was calling mama.
He called you and said,
I think he saw death. That's what I'm thinking.
okay.
And see, being that young, I didn't know how to comfort him
Right.
and pray and whatever like that at that time, you know.
What do you mean he saw death?
I don't know. I feel like he saw it.
No, because the way he was acting or his voice or
Yeah.
his tone.
As if he was letting mama know they was coming for him or something.
He didn't like me, but he liked Annie Ruth.
She always come up with somebody who didn't like her.
Yeah, he didn't. I know that.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either, but he did not like me.
I would always be.
Always call me old baby.
Was you mean to him?
I didn't have a chance to be mean to him.
To me,
I wouldn't be mean to
to
him.
me he liked all us the same the way I feel.
You always say that.
That's right.
No, he didn't like me.
He didn't like you?
Mm-mm.
Why you said that?
I don't know. Call me old baby. I don't know.
Y'all, excuse me, y'all had a love-hate relationship? Y'all had a love-hate relationship?
I didn't hate him. He hated me.
Wow.
I don't know nothing about that.
Life, huh? I love all this. So you writing a book or something?
I'm just trying to get the oral history down.
Then we were not rich, you know, growing up. We're still not rich. But so Mama would take us when we got sick. We take us to a clinic. We didn't have money for a separate doctor, and then we would go. She would take us over to the clinic, and we would sit in the room with some room they had for children and play with toys and such. And sometimes the little white kids would come over and they play. They want to play with us. And then they would, the nurse would come back in and say, "No, you can't sit there. You can't sit there. No, you can't do this. You can't do that." But every time she would go out of the room, then we'd they start back playing together again. They had the toys in that room. You remember that?
I heard you tell it, but I don't remember.
You were there.
Maybe I'm not denying that I wasn't, but I don't
It
remember.
was
Wow.
was not Booby, cause he was already gone. It was Bill, you, me, and that's it.
See,
And then one time, you were supposed to have your tonsils out.
what happened, my brothers had poisoned his system, his tonsil. And so therefore they were going to get everybody's tonsils out.
Okay.
And so they took me. I was 7 years old. And it was horrible. They put that old time ether over your face, and it was horrible. And then they was telling you to count sheep. And so they took mine out. But then I think they changed, but she and Bill never got theirs out.
Oh.
Right.
But since they had poisoned my brother's sister, they wanted to get everybody's out before it happened to anyone
Right.
else.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if it didn't happen, you get
Yeah.
everybody's getting their tonsils.
Yeah, so a lot. Now that happened, I think, had them out at 7. Then at age 7, I just insisted that I could go to the store by myself. But crossing that street was dangerous. And so finally, Mama let me go. And I had gone to the grocery store, bought some greens or whatever. And coming out, I guess it was a truck or something there. I looked around, and they used to tell you to look both ways. And I was looking, so I didn't see nothing, so I was going to cross the street. And apparently, that car got so close upon me until I just went out. The car hit the greens, I think greens and fish, but it didn't hit me. And so this was a white man that hit me. Not really, but the
Accident.
the greens and stuff I had. And so he was going to take me to the doctor. So there was a man up there named Jack Ellen. And so he got in the car with the white man to take me to the doctor. He said, anything you need, call and let him know. But I had amnesia from that. And to this day, I do not remember anything that happened. And so they came running to tell me, oh, that white man got your little girl. I guess with kids, right? They gonna cut her head off, this and all kind of stuff.
Oh, God.
Mama said before they could get that good, Mama was out because Mama could run. She was already up there on Avenue F, but then when she found out Jack Ellen got in the car with him, and so everything went all right. And he was related to them Cliftons, Jack Ellen.
Jack Ellen.
So,
And so why was the kid saying they was gonna cut your head? A white man was gonna cut your head off?
imagination. And see, because of discrimination during that time, you don't know what a white man gonna do.
Right.
If there'd
But they
been a
all
black
had them
person, they
some
would
kind of way or
have.
something, right?
Miss Fun. Miss Fun.
Miss Fall.
Excuse me.
Then let me see. Look, I think you had some greens.
I said greens and fish.
Yeah.
Went to Sam's. Now, Shalicious store was right here on this side of the street. And then on this corner, you cross, and that was Sam's store.
And they didn't have any lights up there either.
No traffic light.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's a Wild Wild West.
And to this day, they don't have a traffic light up there.
Really?
But
They still
there's
do.
no stores there now.
Okay.
But you know how these Italians come and get in the black neighborhood. And that's why they had these stores. And then when we went another direction, there was Alfano store. They were Italian.
That's it.
And so I went up there one day. I think I still was 7 and was going, and you had to cross the railroad track to get to their store, just cross over. And on this train, there was I think they were Germans, and the United States Army people got off, and it was so scary to see all this going on. And it looked like one of them had on like it was a big man and didn't have a shirt on. And I just looked at him, and then I tried to tell a lady what was going on. Didn't know she was hearing impaired.
Uh-oh.
And I was trying to tell her what was going on. then later on I found, so now here I am looking at these big old Germans
Soldiers and everything.
and everything going on. I don't know what's happening. It's World War II, you know. That was something. And as the years went by, I always thought about that train being there. And see, soon as you crossed the train track, that was the store right there on the corner. Yeah, that was something.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
a lot. A lot of memories.
that was something.
Do you have pictures of any pictures from those times?
Oh, we didn't. We couldn't afford that. Nobody had no camera. There was a white man that used to come, and it was old time with the thing over his face and the tripod, you know, taking pictures.
Right.
We got pictures of the four. I think it was four of us. You, Booby, Bill, and me.
And we didn't have on no shoes.
We were barefoot.
I have that picture.
You
got
have
that
it?
picture?
Let's see it.
They're circling everywhere.
I'll show you when we done. Because it's on this phone that I'm recording on.
Oh.
Yeah, they're all circling around.
Okay.
Who? How come they're circling?
You know what I mean? We got some, and you know, look in old books and not magazines, but some of the old pictures. You know, you see it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You guys have pictures of your parents
Oh yeah.
from those days when you guys were young?
From different. Well, after you know, we got a little prosperity.
Okay.
Then people had cameras and
Okay.
everything. Then the Polaroids and
Right.
stuff like that. And then we took school pictures
That's it.
and like that.
And Daddy said to Mama, Lillian, we got to send these children to college. Mom said, Addison, you know we don't have money to send these children to college. Daddy said, they'll be going. They need to go to college.
Wow.
Well, Mama wanted to be a nurse, but then the Depression time came up,
Okay.
and so she reaped that through her.
So, Ernestine, you have, how many degrees do you have?
Let's see. What is the first one? BS. I have a BS, and I have two masters,
You better work.
Mm-hmm.
and two masters because I don't know why I did it like that. I had
One in health education.
health education and nursing. One in nursing.
And so she said they had said if we had known we had to go get the one in nursing, we wouldn't have taken this one.
And what do you have your master's in? What degrees do you have?
I have one in master's in counseling, and then I worked on one in public administration. You said, "Mom, I want you to come home." I think she was 5 then, and so then Daddy was sick in Birmingham, and I don't like to get in something I can't finish, so I just didn't go back. It wasn't required from the job either. It was just that I loved school and kept going. And so actually I ended up with retiring as administrator.
Wow.
Yeah.
All
You were there
right.
for a long time.
That concludes our interview. Any last words?
God is a wonderful Savior.
God is great. God is good, and His mercy is everlasting through all generations.
Amen.
Amen.
And I'm a witness for real. I am.
All right. Say goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Toodaloo.
Au revoir.